person but Mr. Kelvin, aka Sinobra, drum roll, everybody, Sinobra, welcome to Endless Discovery. Such a privilege to have you here. Extraordinary. You guys, if you listen to me play, if you don't fall down, nothing, no more happens. Okay, so Sinobra, it's been a long ride for you, coming from your down morning socks and now. Because I know many people, it's more obvious for people to say that I have the passion to sing, like I have the talent to sing and all of that. But for people, it's not fully that nice instruments won't play. So you say something that the beginning is like I always had talent to play instruments. So you feel there is a skill. So for you, was it a talent or you just learned it yourself?
I really decided because actually it's self-taught. Yes, and so but then I was really inspired by someone. Yes, it's my experience so far was maybe 10 years in music.
Wow, 10 years.
Yes, so particularly the keyboard.
Wow, those keyboard.
Yes.
Oh,
So I think when I was very younger, very much younger, what I had then was keyboard. So my dad got it.
So that's so prophetic. You know, this will be
Like I was saying, he was actually into music though.
wow.
Yes. Not like he was singing, but I think he was more like a DJ.
Okay.
Yeah, so that kind of thing. And he had 5 boys, so 5 of us. So I'm the second boy. So it was like, okay, let me get this into these guys.
So that's something in common because we are 4 boys.
So
And I'm the second. So
okay.
I think there's a connection there.
Okay.
Like, what is something? So, you have gone so far, just like I said earlier on. What would you say, kind of like, due to the extent I've seen you play a couple of times, your ability to just blend in when someone is addressing, you're able to just blend in. You know, like some people need, like maybe like 5 to 10 minutes to just run, but your own just comes immediately. And I know for something like that, you actually need, it's kind of much excellent, much practice and all of that. So, how long did it take you? How was the journey? You said 10 years, but I want you to go deeper. How was the experience for you?
For a kind of thing, I just believe it's who I am. Yes, because there's this guy, he's a minister, gospel singer,
Okay.
Minister James.
Yeah.
So there's this individual say that worship is a heart posture for it becomes an expression.
Wow.
So whenever I come to play, I keep into the atmosphere. So I need to struggle with my play. Yes, so I already know what the atmosphere looks like. Then I just stay there.
And everything just begins to flow and it's just all easy and all of that.
Yes.
You know, for different crafts, many people have this like, okay, this is my, you know, when somebody's doing something very well, like, I have this condition, like, I'm actually good at this.
Yeah.
Some people's condition like, people are already recommending, some people's condition like, that I'm able to meet certain sounds, certain role models I was looking up to.
Yeah.
I'm meeting that sound. Or your condition can just come from you. So which was one condition that you know that I study, like I'm good at this?
It was actually from me.
Okay.
Then let me just go out to
Okay.
I tell you I was a young man.
I really believe you enjoy
this. But then, while we were coming up, playing, we didn't know keyboard was this wide.
Wow.
It was just playing songs, not even chords. So then, the person that was bringing me up then, I was still in primary school. After school, I just didn't go to his house. It was just notes. Yes, he never taught me the records.
Wow.
So we just knew one finger. Play solo the national anthem,
Solo
solo song, notes.
Wow.
Yeah, but now you can just place your fingers and do your solo. You get it, but it was just one finger. But then the guy was a party, so nothing special. You have this, so just maybe just basically hymns and all that. had already left JW. So, but then I was passing someday, just I was going for an errand. I saw one church.
Okay.
The thing that was coming out from there was, was
amazing.
I saw somebody playing. That guy was very much younger than I am. You understand? That was when I faced the first motivation. This small boy can play like this. So, but then I wasn't into any professionals at the time. I was like,
Okay.
so I joined them 2009. So, because of that, I joined them. I met the guy.
Wow. Wow.
One thing because this guy, when they see you and you be like, I want to them, be like, this is the goal. You like kind of thing. So it was like very reluctant, but okay, so I really needed to learn. So the guy was actually putting me through that. Yes, it was just open.
Yeah.
So, but the thing didn't actually come from that basics.
Okay.
Because I think, okay, I've known the basics already, just
Okay.
yeah, just speak, but I know it's both hands.
Both hands.
You understand?
You almost just like
that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, we kind now, as time went by, it was putting through. Sometimes I would come for their service if I go to my church. Started already now. So, we'll be like, okay, get the key for me. Then I'll just be progressing. You right side. Then you need progression. Just I was just be pushing. Then when it's praise, I step aside. Then you will pay. So that was how we continued till I left the church. I didn't stay long. I stayed about 3 months. I joined my parents' family church. Then I went there. It was when I expected. There was no people there. Someone was playing, yes, I started with that guy. So after some time, 2012, the guy went for service. So it was just me and people. So he died. So, that kind of thing that was just really, but I wasn't satisfied. So what I do is this. I break the guy. They start very early, I think 7:30 they started. We started by 9. So I think he might have done everything needed to do the keyboard. So I invite him over, he will come, I step aside, he play. But then I didn't know that was how do I even put it? It wasn't even going to go well because my pastor never approved it.
Wow.
Like,
your own spirit out
it was killing me. You don't really remember somebody that doesn't remember what church we did the keyboard. Yes, I said, sir, I don't know, did I need to learn? He said, no, the person must be. Oh God, I was like, come on. Okay. We're just doing, but this kind of person, everybody said I'm still one, but I'm not still one, yes. I was still really there. Because I knew what I wanted. You understand? So he was shouting and all, to the point that mine was just, I just want to practice. So, yes, I want to church earlier, days of rehearsals is 5, and around 3:34, just to be practicing. You will come, you don't have, you're not supposed to only see God until it is 5. That is discouraging. I have options.
Yes, that's a story. But speaking of learning, you said something recently, I want to say believe it's applicable to all instrumentalists. I feel there's this reluctance in like when somebody walks up and wants to learn a certain like play or something, like they will not want to be able to teach or all of that. But is it applicable to
I love teaching.
Okay.
I love teaching. Like teaching in my church now, when I young kids.
How many?
Yes. So, that is something I love because I think there's this guy. While all that was happening, at some point, I lost confidence in myself. Like, maybe I was just going about town where there's big programs, I was just go sit down and listen. You understand? But then, all these things I was doing is combining it with school. Then after school, 2016, I
So were you already playing in school?
No, I didn't play in school, but I was in school every weekend because I was committed to a church in town. So every weekend I was to. So I never spent one weekend in school apart from exam weeks. Yeah, so I never spent any weekend in school.
That was a great thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so speaking of, when you say I bring something different to the table,
Yes.
I'm not just something like maybe crafts, maybe anything like I'm not, even though we are in the same profession,
Yes.
I'm doing it different.
Yes.
So for your own ministry, you are the voice. So what do you bring different to the table? Like aside, like just set you apart, like set you apart from everything. I don't know what to say. This one still needs. I want this one. Just
A couple of times I've really heard you say this, like this particular person said I was personally good, you understand?
yes.
But honestly, I can't tell you what that thing is. Not just when there's not to a lot of compliments are always, yes, even from your place to, like, it's just, so at some point, if we were saying, we need to grow, so that it will be easy for us, kind of thing, but I can't tell you what that thing is. But for me, I like to keep it simple. Do you understand?
Yeah.
People like, don't know, I watch it, it's simple, it's not simple. You understand? I don't know if you get what I'm saying. It's not simple.
You are very
You understand?
Yeah.
So there was a video I watched about him, so about you really want to be like church, you will be like church, I'm going to be Jesus. You need to see what's saying. But you can never see that on stage while he's playing. But you know all those things. So everything will be online. Yes. So I can't come now and you're doing this, then I'll do my own. I'll have to be in the same frequency as you. So that we move together. You understand? So I see some persons, they are good though. But I've heard a lot of persons say, negative things about them. But when I've watched them play, it's not something I wouldn't want to recommend them. You understand?
You want to recommend?
Yes.
Oh, that's
You know.
But I feel your ability to say you can't recommend them actually comes from the standpoint that you're a pro, so you know what is actually good and what is not.
Normally guys, you see that while you're recording, while you're recording up. Most times you'll be on the keyboard, doing another thing, something else comes up, and you just want to apply it. But then you left it. You understand? So this thing happened to me, I think this pastor before. It's this kind of pastor that he loves background play. So whenever he's preaching, he sings. So one of the days, anyway, it was just this that kind of feeling that I don't usually do it. Just this one song, you understand? And it was a secular vibe. You understand? But based on it's preacher's chord, you don't understand what I'm doing. You understand? You never know what I'm doing, but you just hear the sound. But what I'm doing is like different from what you're doing in other arguments.
That can lead to some of this
Of course.
some of the sensitive.
Yes. And they don't be sensitive. You noticed? Man, that was I think, one of the highest regrets ever since I've ever been. He publicly disgraced me with Mike. But then I was bow my head, bow in shame, to see confusion.
What have you done? Like,
You understand?
from a distance, I see you like, I'll call you a lion though, because your ability to overcome, for the fact that you actually had struggles, maybe pain at the leg and all of that, how were you able to overcome that season? Because what you're actually doing now is an inspiration. Seeing you doing what you do,
yeah.
regardless of the pain or regardless of you, it's mind blowing. I said it before. I feel like it's mind blowing because people get inspired only by just what you do. You have not even played, but when they look at you, like this one is able to. That means there's no that place in the Bible that says that if we don't praise the Lord, He's going to raise us up. That you kind of read that scripture that says that nobody has an excuse not to.
I tell you, yeah, that's true too. But then there's one thing that I've always kept me going. There's possibility in deformity. You know, I think when I was very younger, I think I never saw deformed persons. So I see myself as the only deformed person around me. But then I have this low self-esteem that I'm different, people will not accept me. You understand? You know, but then while growing, I began to see them.
Okay.
So then I now knew that it's not just me. But then I had the opportunity to travel. I traveled to Enugu. I can't really recall the year, but I was still very much younger. I think I went for Caliper.
Okay.
Caliper is something you wear. If I wear it now, you wouldn't notice anything about me.
Okay.
But if you look well, you would know.
You would know
because of my step. You know. So when I went there, I saw levels of deformities there. Then I sat down. People, this thing I'm saying, some were throwing stunts, some were running, playing football. I never did all of this because I was always like, why me?
Why
that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, but then I saw people. Man, if you see deformity, say God, thank you.
The sense of faith just eject up inside of
So
you.
when I came back, I saw them riding bicycles. So when I came back, the first thing I did was to learn how to ride a bicycle.
Faith has stepped in.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So as it stands now, if anybody brings a bike now, I'll be like, let me ride it. You'll be like, you ride bicycle. I go run now. Do you understand?
You'll be shocked.
And then let me just quickly give a shout out to one of my friends.
Okay.
He was a friend and he was a brother. He always believed in me. Lionel Mendoza.
Wow.
So we were classmates from JSS1 back in 2003. You know, and he's this person that, you know, I was exceptional in class, that kind of thing. And so we always close. So and this guy believes in me, and there's one thing he tells me: you can do it.
Wow.
The first time I drove a car, he was the one. He didn't take me to anywhere to drive. We've always been together. He'll be driving. I watch him. Both bikes and all that. So one of the days we went to get fuel. So after filling the tank, still bought, I think in the keg, that was in the boot. So I was just seated by the passenger side.
Okay.
So a car came and was just honking, you know. So the guy just came and told me, remove the car from the road. Never drive
I have
before.
never drive before. He wants to put you inside suicide.
The best thing is, remove it now. You know, that kind of thing. So I was like, ha. The next word was, you can do it. Jesus. Come on. That was how I stepped in. He said, that's your break. But you don't need to use your touch now. Because it's automatic now. So I just did it. Parked the car. This guy finished buying fuel, came to the passenger side and sat down.
To
drive me home.
And you'll be like, what do you mean? I just did this thing out of faith, not that.
Like, drive me home. Come on. He said, go now. You know if you do it, why are you always scared, you know? And that was
You
all.
need the car, you need the road.
So, but then we were just there crawling. You know that guy said,
Yeah.
So, you know, with time now, I started doing things. But I just love that guy.
Wow.
You know. So back to what I was saying. You know, when I saw that thing, I came back and I noticed that most times, I have what people need.
Okay.
You know, somebody might be down, emotionally, otherwise, they'll be like, Kelvin, this is what I'm going through. I'll be like, okay. But I'll just give them words of encouragement and all that. Before you know, I started getting recommendations like, hey, you know, somebody might be in problem now, I want to solve one or two. I'll be like, it's Kelvin, they want to meet. I really carry something on. So that thing died immediately. You understand? So you know, if we have 100 persons, you know, that are very, very okay,
Yeah.
and you are the only one there with deformity, you're standing out.
True. You're standing out because you're different.
You are different.
Yes,
You
that's true.
understand?
Yeah.
So that's just it.
You said something there very striking, and I feel many people don't. They are lacking this knowledge.
Yes.
That word that your friend said, you can do it. I feel many people don't have people that actually believe in them.
Yes.
So many a times their potentials they don't blossom out.
Yes, that's true.
So how do you think we can kind of solve that problem?
You know, I believe it's your mentality. Yeah, you know, before that thing would manifest, you've always killed. It's like me. I've killed it already deep inside.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
That fear, that you know, you're deformed. You don't want to be around people and all that.
Yes.
But apart from that deformity, there are other things. You know.
Yes.
So, you know, I've met some persons on Facebook group, they'll post something, you know, will comment and, you know, they'll be like, this guy has something upstairs. They'll send friend requests and all that. We chat and, you know, I've met some, you know, that kind of thing, just to encourage, you know, and today we are best of friends and all that.
Yeah.
You get, so, you know, but then you must have something to give.
Yes.
If you don't have anything to offer, I don't think that's going to come out. Yes.
So I feel many a times it's sometimes people might really have what to give, but they just that low self-esteem is just there.
Inferiority complex, you know, killing them. But
Killing them.
I don't really know. I can't really tell how you can. But for me, I believe it's just scary. You know, even because somebody can just be there to motivate you, but then you will still be very, very.
You're still very young.
Yeah.
You have to take that bold step.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is just you and you alone.
Okay.
You know.
That's good. You and you alone.
Yes.
Okay, so before we let you go, the last question.
Yeah.
Before we let you alone. Okay.
I had this inferiority complex, so
Yeah.
when I see someone who plays
Better than you.
I need to shiver. I'll be on the keyboard, my hands are shaking. Do you understand? But then someone told me something along the line. He's a mentor, Ejiro Tori. You know, he said something. Why are you always scared about? So, you know, when you see these guys, man, these guys are good. And before then, while I was jumping, you know, trying to I met somebody that's a pro, you know. How do I get to this level? He said, keyboard is wide. You know, keyboard is wide.
Your moral just
You
go
know,
down.
Like,
Keyboard is wide. How
you see them really, then I'm finished, you know. But then I looked at him like, okay, that was just what I took from him.
Yes.
But then I knew I would get to this level already because it's just all about consistency.
Yeah.
You understand? So I met this man. He told me, he noticed something. He said, yes, this is what I always feel when I see them around. So, but most of the times, this same guy I usually feel these things for. When they come, like they visit, they come to the instrumentalist side, I usually want to give way for them to take over.
For them to take over.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So you be like, no, you know. So the guy told me something. Do you think when you're playing, they you see as pro are not picking something from what you're playing?
Definitely.
They pick
That's
something. So when they come to play, they will apply your own and their own. Then you begin to see them as pro. But then you wouldn't know, maybe you've passed something they've already, you know, that kind of thing.
Or just for quality rap.
Yeah.
What would be your kind of like philosophy or something like what you just give to keyboard or what comes out from keyboard in application to life? Like what will you say about keyboard in application to life?
Keyboard is not just an instrument, it's more than an instrument. It's something you use to interpret emotions. You know, yes. You know, you can still use it to relate to people. Yes. Yeah. So it's all about I think I went somewhere today to the prayer night and but then I was just there. I wasn't playing, but what you hear, kind of parting.
Yeah, able to communicate.
Yes,
Yeah.
somebody said that instrumentalist, you don't always pray.
Mm.
You don't always pray. I'm not disputing the place of prayer though, but
Yeah.
then
Like
that
more
thing
applicable to
speaks more
sound,
volume
speak more volume for you,
for me.
because it's more of your ministry.
You
so
understand? This is my ministry, so
Yeah.
it speaks for me
for you more.
than this kabashing and all that. Let
Oh,
me
yeah.
say we know
For
the
you-
kabashing.
for you think about
Yes, of course. Now,
Yeah,
yes.
definitely.
You
It
know.
has been a wonderful time
Yeah.
with senior brother, with Mr. Kelvin. Such a powerful time, and I believe you have learned so much. Thank you so
Yeah.
much
Welcome,
for having
brother.
time with me. My name is Discovery. Please do well to subscribe and also follow us, and see you in our next video.